zone, drove it to right center field. Phenomenal piece of hitting. Get that run in.
Swing and a miss, and Chase Rudin strikes out Harmon there to end the first inning. Shaky start for Chase Rudin, and Mount Vista will be up with the bats after this. Back here in the bottom of the first, Jackson Crawford will lead off here for Vista. And on the bump, Riley Sudat.
Yeah, Jackson Crawford, second year on varsity here as a sophomore. He's hitting .438 to start the year, and he is a bright star for this Mount Vista lineup.
First pitch is outside for Sudat.
Yeah, tried to locate that fastball, get that first pitch strike. We've seen both Rudin and Sudat so far trying to get that first pitch strike on the fastball. We haven't seen that first pitch off speed.
Swing and a miss there from Crawford. Crawford on the season hitting .438. Pretty good numbers.
Yeah, that's an extremely difficult thing to do the higher up you get.
Curveball up high for ball 2.
Yeah, it seemed like he might have released that too high. He didn't bring it down all the way to get that true spin that looks like it's right in the zone, and then it just falls out.
Yeah, it's not the best location for a curveball. You don't want it high, you want it low, as that ball is fouled off by Crawford. 2-2 count now for Crawford.
Now let's see if he goes back to that curveball. He already threw one to him. Let's see if he can go after it again.
All 3 inside, almost hit him.
And this right here is the job of a leadoff batter. It's to see as many pitches as you can, get a quality at bat to start off. He's done just that.
That ball is launched into center field, and that one is caught by Lowe. That was a good quality hit there.
Yeah, that was a really good piece of hitting. Just got unlucky, and that's one of the hardest parts about baseball. You hit the ball hard, and they make a good play on it. And now Crawford going back to the dugout, telling the next guys up what he saw, and that's another true really good factor of a leadoff hitter.
Pitch is fouled off by Spike McGill, the catcher in today's game. McGill has got good numbers as well, hitting .500 on the season.
Yeah, he's a key factor for this lineup as well.
That ball is launched into center field. This one might get in the gap, but that one is caught again by Lowe.
And first 2 hitters hitting it to Lowe. Lowe already seen some action. And now there's 2 down for Alex King, who's looking to get a little something going for Mount Vista here.
King playing second in today's game, and he's also got a batting average of .500.
Yeah, and these top 3 hitters have been just studs all around for this Mount Vista team.
First pitch is inside to King. That's a really good take.
Looks like it. I think the zone,
Yeah, that's a strike. I apologize. Swing and a miss as he swings in the curveball in the dirt.
Yeah, now 0-2. Gotta get up on that plate. You can see he's choking up a little bit. He's just gonna try to put this ball in play. I'd watch out for that curveball.
He goes to it, but this time King launches it into right field for a base hit. That's a good single right there.
And that's exactly what you have to do with an off-speed pitch. Your goal has to be put it into right field. Because if you try to launch it over the left field fence, you're gonna miss it. You're gonna open up that left shoulder and you're gonna miss it. He did a great job of letting that ball travel, popping it into right field.
Now it's Cruz Martinez up to hit. Big power hole hitter. King leading up first. Pitch there from Sudath is a swing and a miss.
There's that high pitch that is incredibly difficult to lay off, and you got Gonzalez or Martinez right there.
Martinez hitting 286 on the season. Ball is high and outside for ball 2.
He went right back there, saw that swing, and tried to do the exact same thing this time. Martinez being a little more disciplined, reading that ball high and leaving it.
King leads up first, pickoff attempt, and King is in there safely.
Yeah, and a lot of these guys on this team are threats to steal, so Sudath is going to do his best to keep them close.
Sudath, the pitch. Ball in down low for ball 2.
Yeah, good take there, and good thing here for Martinez after swinging at that high pitch. He has recovered, he let that go, and he is battling this at-bat.
That one is launched into center field. Lowe reaching back on this one. He gets it! What a play right there from Lowe as he reached in, went full extension for that one, and that will end the first inning. Chatfield up in this one, 1-0. J.R. Harpstreet up to hit here for Chatfield as we're here in the top of the second.
We saw some first inning struggles from Rudin and see if he can recover from that. Get off to a quick start here, try to get his team right back in the dugout, get him hitting.
That first pitch is in there for a strike. That one is grounded over to second. King makes the play, and he retires Harpstreet for the first out of the inning.
And what a play that was. Great job sitting back there. Did exactly what he needed to do. What a pitch. Started him off with the back door off speed pitch, and it did exactly what they needed to do. Here it comes. Tried to bring the fastball after starting with the off speed pitch. Here it comes. Right there, I think Spike tried to frame it before he had it, and got to sit sit back, wait. Good pitch right there by Rudy. That was the fastball. Looked like Herbstone had contact on it. Now 2-2. Here it comes. Fastball. 3-2. Herbstone's seen everything this at-bat. I'd be ready for that high fastball. We've seen him go to it multiple times so far. Here it comes. There it was.
Takes the walk there. Is Cody Romero.
And that's a great take right there because you have to read that up and like I continue to say that's one of the hardest pitches in baseball to lay off right there. And 3-2 count. Gotta be aggressive. Saw that high and took it.
Now up to hit is Reed Narva. He's playing left field in today's game for Chatfield. Bunt attempt, and he can't get it. He can't get the ball to hit the bat there, and he'll take a strike.
Yeah, they're trying to get that runner over to second any way they can. They just need to get Ruben out of the game as quick as they can. If they're continuing to produce these long at-bats, they'll do just that.
That one is grounded over to the pitcher, makes the play, but advances Romero.
Exactly what they needed right there, was able to get that bunt down, kept it on the ground, and it wasn't fast enough off the bat to give Ruben even a shot to get the out in second. And exactly what you want to do on those sacrifice bunts. Let's see if Ruben can get out of here, or if that bunt will majorly benefit Chatfield.
Reese Hodgins, the 9-hole hitter, up to hit. Takes a strike there.
That's the first pitch off speed. We've seen him do it, I think, twice so far. And I think he's starting to feel a little more comfortable with that pitch. And I assume he'll go back to the fastball until he's done. He starts off with the off speed and goes right back to the fastball. Here it comes. Upstairs. And feels like he's been missing high a lot, Sam, this game.
I agree. He's been losing a little bit of command after giving up that first run in the first inning, but he's looking better here in the second. Ball is outside for ball number 2.
He's got to pull down there and get that point of release further out, and then he'll be able to get those pitches further down. Strikes.
That one's launched into center field. That one will drop in for a hit. Around third comes Romero, and he'll hold up at third. And Hodgins is going for second, and he'll be in there safely.
And that was, to say the least, decently sloppy by Mount Vista.
Yeah, Crawford.
He should not have gotten this.
Yeah, Crawford didn't throw it accurately over to the infield, and that results in a hit there.
Well, it seemed like they had a couple of this third base coach was waving Romero around, and I think that they just assumed Crawford would be able to get him if he just threw it himself. But unfortunately, that did not work. The throw was away. McGill just did
That pitch is outside. McGill drops it. Throw over to pitcher, and he'll slide in safely. And Rudin took a beating there. We'll see if he's okay.
Yeah, he took a big hit there, and this second inning has been, like I said, it's been decently sloppy. That runner should not have gotten set.
We're gonna go check on him now.
Yeah, that should not have been by the catcher. Once again, we've seen try to forward secure the ball. And that's obviously a very difficult ball to catch, to say the least, but this has got to sharpen up. We'll be right back.
Audio will actually be out for about 30 seconds. We'll be back after we fix the issue. Lowe will take a walk there. And runners on the corners now with 2 out.
Yeah, I wonder if after that collision there at home plate, Rudin's a little shaken up now. He needs to get this out, get out of the inning. Don't give up another run. Give your offense a chance to get hot.
Colby Bullard up to hit now with runners in the corners, 2 out. This is a big spot for him. The pitch from Rudin in there for a strike.
That was a great pitch to start the at-bat. Outside corner, McGill framed it in. And once again, way to start with that first pitch strike.
Audio is good now. We won't have any more issues. Just to let y'all know that. Rudin, the pitch. Might have swung there. And he does. 0-2 now the count.
And that was a great pitch by Rudin, forcing a swing. And, I mean, this Chatfield team is anxious to hit. And they, that's what they came to do. They didn't come to walk. They came to attack this pitcher.
Runner goes from first. The throw over to short, and he's cutting a run down. Bobbin. To Mitchell. And the runner might steal home. He's going home. The runner reaches safely on second. Trying to get him is Spike McGill. And he's out. And that will end the frame. That was a very interesting sequence there.
That was extremely smart by Mountain Vista. What they did is at the rundown between first and second, they kept it a pickle, but they also monitored the runner at third. And while doing that, the runner at third slowly got off, and the closer he got to home plate, the more they were watching him. And then when he got almost 3/4 of the way there, they threw it down to McGill. McGill then ran him back, didn't throw it too early, and was able to run him down. And that was beautiful. That's what you play in the backyard right there with friends, and they did it to perfection.
We'll be back with this. Elam Parisi is up to hit now for Mountain Vista. They're down 2-0, and they need something big here.
Yep, need some. From the perspective of Chase Rudin right now, you need some offensive support.
That first pitch is a ball, and it's a 1-0 count. The pitch from Sudath. Ball 2 down low.
And he threw it twice in what seemed like the same spot to me, and got to make an adjustment. He's not swinging at that pitch, so throw something else.
That pitch is in there for a strike. I really like Sudat's pitch selection here. He's been locating the pitches in the right spot.
Yeah, that's the difference between him and Ruben so far in this game is Ruden's able to usually locate these pitches. He throws fast, and he has a very good off-speed pitch, but he's not able to control that. And once he's able to do that, it's a completely different game.
That ball is barely fouled off by Parisis there as he's in a 2-2 count.
Yeah, trying to stay alive in this at-bat. Get a hold of a ball.
He needs to start rallying here. Sudath, the 2-2. That pitch is in the strike zone, fouled off by Parisis. He's been staying alive.
Yeah, so if I saw that right, I think that was a fastball. Right?
I think so.
And he was early on that, which means he's got to wait on that, and then even more, if he sees an off-speed pitch, he's got to wait even more.
Sudat swing and a miss there from Parisis, and he will strike out on strikes.
Yep, and there it was. He threw the off-speed pitch. I think right there, Parisis was sitting on fastball, and we saw that early in the at-bat, and I think that Sudath saw that as well and took advantage of it.
Parisis fought for 8 pitches there. That one is launched in between second and short, and Mitchell will be on base with a hit here.
Yep, and as a hitter, I think the best pitch that you're going to see is the first pitch, because it's that same thing. You have to have that first pitch strike, and, I mean, Mitchell was ready for it. He waited on it, and he did exactly what you have to do. Put it right back at him. Timing was perfect. Just a really good piece of hitting.
Here's Cole Bobbin now, and he'll take that one for a ball.
Yeah, he's thrown that low and outside pitch a lot in this inning so far, and he's got to make the adjustment.
That one is down low for ball 2. He started back-to-back counts now, 2-0.
Yeah, obviously he's struggling early in the count, but he's able to recover, and that's another difference that we've seen between him and Ruden so far.
That one's in there for a strike. Nice fastball in the zone there.
Yeah, 2-0. I think that's every time a green light. You should be expecting a pitch right down the middle, I think, because pitcher doesn't want to go down 3-0. And Bobbin didn't want that pitch, and worked out for him. Now it's 3-1.
That one is outside for ball 4, and Bobbin will take a walk.
Yeah, and a great job so far by the middle half of the lineup. And now you need your bottom 2, 8 and 9, to get on base. Find a way, keep a little bit of a rally going.
Here's Ian Kennedy now. He's in a big spot here with a runner in scoring position. Runners on first and second with 1 out here.
Yeah, I wonder, bottom of the order, first and second, I wonder if you lay down a bunt here, try to advance the runners. And you can see the first baseman's playing in front of the base, so they're expecting it.
That one is down low for a ball. Nice save right there by Harpstreet. Sudath. 3 straight first pitch balls. Ball 2. Third straight count.
Yeah, he's starting to lose a little bit of that control, and Mountain Vista's doing a really good job running those counts up. That's what you got to do against dominant pitchers. You have to run that pitch count, make him become sloppy, and let Chatfield feel the pressure and put in different pitchers.
That one almost got him. 3-0 the count here. Big spot here for Ian Kennedy. And in this scenario, I wouldn't risk it. I would not swing here and take that pitch.
Yeah, in my book, this is an automatic take, right? No matter where this pitch is, do not swing.
That one's in there for a strike. Kennedy thought it was a ball, and he would go over to first. He was looking for that for sure, but it'll be a 3-1 count.
Yeah, that's something you really don't want to do as a hitter, is throw that bat over to the dugout on a strike, because That umpire will not like it very much.
It's embarrassing, too. This time he'll take a walk as that fastball is inside. And Kennedy will take a walk. That's Sudat's second straight walk, and the bases are loaded now with one out.
Yeah, as expected, you want a mound visit. Give Sudat a shot to regroup, find his control again. And on the Mountain Vista side, this is a huge opportunity. You have to attack. If there's a pitch in the zone early, you got to take it, because odds are with a pitcher like this, you're not going to get very many.
Sudat today has thrown 34 pitches, 1 strikeout, 1.3 innings played. Bases loaded now. He's only allowed 2 hits as well. And he'll have to face the 9-hole hitter. That is Chase Brock. In a big spot here with the bases loaded with 1 out. Even a sacrifice would work here.
You need anything. And one of the things you can't do as a hitter here is strike out. Obviously, that's pretty obvious to a hitter, is don't strike out, but then you also don't want to hit one on the ground and do a double play.
Yeah, that would not be fun. A double play would not be what Mountain Vista needs here, especially since they're down 2-0 in this game. This one's another pitch outside for ball 1. And he'll start off 2-0 for the fourth straight at bat.
Yeah, you got to as Chatfield, you got to start warming someone up right now, because he is losing that control very fast, and it is showing. And let's see what Vista can do.
Ball 3 outside. That's a really good take there from Brock. And it's going to be another take pitch, I'm assuming, here.
Automatic take. I don't think it's even a question here. Get the top of your order back up in Jackson Crawford. Let's see what he does.
A walk could score. That pitch is outside for... Oh, no, that is a strike. Top, high outside corner. That was a good pitch right there from Sudat.
Not only was it a good pitch, it was a phenomenal frame by the catcher there to keep Sudat in this at-bat.
Fouled away there by Brock, and it hits Jackson Crawford, who is warming up.
Yep, that'll wake you up, really, if you're a on deck batter. If you gotta keep a head on a swivel and just be safe.
Sudat, the 3-2, swing and a miss, and Brock will go down swinging.
And like we were talking about a few minutes ago, he has been great, even though he's starting slobby in counts. He's able to bounce right back and throw a lot of strikes, and that's what you need. The only problem is that pitch count, it's slowly going up, and it's hurting.
It's already at 40 right now, and we're just in the second. Sudat, good frame by Harpstreet, not enough. Ball 1.
Yeah, this is a huge at-bat for Mountain Vista. You got your leadoff hitter who's hitting .438 right now. He lined one in the center field earlier.
That one is launched deep into left field. Ranging back, and it's caught at the wall by Narva. So Vista can't get anything on the board. Definitely a heartbreaker with the bases loaded. That was a really good hit right there by Jackson Crawford, but not enough. End of the second, and we'll be back with the third after this. We welcome you all back here to the top of the third. It is a two-score game as Chatfield is up on Vista 2-0, and it'll be Colby Bullard up to hit against Chase Rudin, who has relatively struggled today. 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 42 pitches thrown. Here's the pitch from Rudin. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's the struggle has been his control, and he's not given up very many hits. I think what is it? 2 hits? Yeah, he's not giving up many hits. He's just struggling with that control factor.
That pitch is down low for a ball. It'll be a 1-1 count here for Chase Rudin. Rudin the pitch. Fires. In there for a strike with the off speed.
Yeah, we've seen that multiple times, that backdoor slider, and it's worked. It's worked relatively well today. And let's see what he goes with here. I'd expect a fastball up in the zone.
You got just that, but that pitch was outside for ball 2.
Yeah, he keeps going back to that pitch with 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Down and away for ball 3.
Yeah, he's had a couple of those where it's just gotten away, and there's nothing Spike can really do about it. He's working really hard back there. Let's see if Rudin can get the first out.
Rudin. Swing and a miss, and he'll strike out Bullard there.
Yeah.
Bullard fought for a full count, and it ultimately was not enough.
That was a beautiful pitch right there. And he was batter Bullard was all over that pitch. He wanted it, but it was a phenomenal job, pitch sequence.
Rudin, that one is popped up between second and short, no man's land, and Bobbin gets it on the pop fly.
Great job by Bobbin right there, being a leader on the field, calling off his second baseman and calling off his center fielder. Exactly what you do if you are, like I said, the captain on the field. And now he's got 2 outs. Let's see if he can get out of this inning with no harm.
Yeah, no damage. Banning Low will be up to hit now, and that pitch is in there for a strike. Seems like the slider curved in there. Nice pitch.
There it is again, the backdoor slider. I mean, keeps going back to it, and then he'll throw the fastball. Oh.
Same pitch, gets the same call. It's another strike, and it seems like Rudin's got command of that slider, and I feel like he'll try to use one here on the outside corner.
And what are you doing if you're low?
Low launches one into center field. It drops in for a hit as Crawford can't get to it.
And what a piece of hitting, man. Like 0-2 on 2 backdoor sliders. And then, what was that? Do you think that was an off-speed pitch, or?
I think it was a fastball there.
Yeah.
I feel like it was in a good enough spot, though, that Lowe could hit that one pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, he was ready for it. He wasn't just going all out on the off-speed pitch.
That umpire's liking that outside corner as that backdoor slider gets in again. There's a first pitch strike.
Yeah, why stop something that's working perfectly?
That ball is down low. Runner goes, and McGill, no throw.
Yeah, Spike blocked that pretty well, and then I think he tried to get his body in front of that, and it just looked like it took a bad bounce off of his chest pad.
So Lowe will move over to second, and Harmon up to hit. 1-1 the count now. Rudin. The pitch, he'll fire. Backdoor slider again, strike 2.
What I'm doing here, if I am Mountain Vista, I'm trying to go outside, because this umpire has obviously shown throughout the game that he likes that outside corner, and
especially that slider on the outside corner. It's been working really well for Chase Rudin. I think he's figured something out here. That slider, he gets him on strikes, and that pitch was outside. Doesn't matter. He's worked that slider a lot, and he gets through the third harmless. Still 2-0, Chatfield on top. We'll be back with the bottom of the third. back with the bottom of the third. And Riley Sudath still on the plate. And it's going to be Spike McGill up to hit.
Yeah, McGill hit one hard into center field earlier, and it was just good play.
That one is fouled and unable to be caught by Harpstreet.
And that was a interesting decision there from the Mountain Vista, both probably their coaching staff and Spike, like trying to go catch them off guard. And I think the entire team of Chatfield was. It just unluckily was a foul ball, and now he's got to go right back out there, swing the bat hard. I highly doubt they do it twice. Now with third baseman playing in, first baseman at the baseline, I'd expect him to swing away, try to hit one hard.
Sudath, the pitch. That one is popped straight up in the air. That one's drifting over towards right center, and Lowe makes the catch.
Lowe has made a lot of plays today.
Yeah, he sure has. There's an overcast today, so the sun isn't as bad today, so I feel like they're able to make those plays in the outfield.
However, with those clouds, that ball blends into those clouds pretty well. It's yes, the sun is a major issue, but when you got a gray ball flying around in the air in a blue sky, I think it's a lot easier than gray on gray trying to read it.
That pitch is in there for a strike. Sudath, the pitch. He fires. Swing and a miss there from Alex King.
Yeah, now down 0-2. He had a solid hit. Let's see if he can put one in play here. Down 0-2. There it is.
Launched in between second and short, drops in for a hit, and that is King's second hit of the day.
Yeah, doing a great job there. And now we got Martinez. He got a hold of one earlier, and he wants a second shot. He wants to put it at the wall, put it possibly over the wall, give himself a shot here.
Yeah, as the power hitter, you got to bring a big hit here, especially with the speeder runner like King on the bases. Sudath, the pitch, he fires. That ball is I believe that was a sweeper, and that one will go outside for ball one.
Yeah, off-speed pitch, missed outside. Good take there. Trying to start him off, fool him early, get in his head early, and didn't work for Martinez.
Pickoff attempt there to King, and he's in there safely. Sudath, the 1-0. King goes, and no throw there from Harpstreet as King will get a stolen base there.
That was a great jump right there by King. He was off. It seemed like even a little before the foot came up, or right as. He read that perfectly. Didn't even give the catcher Herbstein a shot.
Harpstreet.
Harpstreet.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's a long last name. I don't blame you there. Sudath. That one is down low for ball two.
And unless I'm reading it wrong, it looked like Sudath did not like that call very much.
No, he didn't. He's been struggling with location today, so he needs some strike calls. That pitch is outside for ball three.
Yeah, that was too far out. Just a little bit closer in that if he stays as it's been, it'll be about the same. Or it'll be a strike. Yeah.
Martinez is 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. He'll try to change that here. 3-1. In there for a strike, and we'll get ourselves a full count.
Yeah, we saw Martinez shake his head a little there. I mean, the umpires called that all day long, so there's really nothing to be angry about.
Seems like there's a warning call to the Chatfield dugout. Yeah. Apparently a little too rowdy.
Full count. This is what almost every at-bat has been. It's been a lot of pitches in every single at-bat.
Sudath, 3-2. Martinez fouls it off, and we'll have another 3-2 count.
Yeah, he was behind on the fastball there. I mean, do you consider going back to that off-speed pitch? He threw it first pitch versus Martinez earlier in this at-bat. I mean, he's late on the fastball, so he's trying to be ready for that off-speed. Where do you go?
3-2. Grounded over to short. Dribbled. Martinez can't beat the throw as Hodges gets that grounder in time, and that'll be out number 2. King will advance to third base, though.
Yeah, he got his bat on top of that ball, really. Just bounced it right at the ground. I mean, obviously, as a player, you can't be angry. You're advancing a runner, doing your job. That's the job of a team, right? Slowly get your guys closer and closer to that plate until one guy can knock him in.
Sudath will fire to Elam Parisis, who struck out in his first at-bat, and that's a swing and a miss. Runner on third with 2 outs here. Chance for the Golden Eagles to score their first run of the game. Sudath, the pitch. Grounded over to short. Hodges, the throw over in time, and Vista can't get on the board. Chatfield still up in this one, 2-0. We'll be back with the fourth after this. J.R. Harpstreet is up to hit now for Chatfield as we're here in the top of the fourth. It is a 2-run ball game as Chatfield is ahead in this one on the road.
Yeah, Chatfield trying to extend that lead. I mean, they put pressure on him early, and Rudin had a really, really good inning last inning. Let's see if he can do it twice.
That one is up high for a strike.
Yep, and his first pitch strike percentage has been really good. I think he's just been falling behind after that.
Swing and a miss from Harpstreet there.
Yeah, 0-2. I mean,
that was a very good curveball there.
Yeah,
I were to say.
Yeah, I'd like to see a fastball up here.
He goes fastball low, and that will be a ball. 1-2 the count now for Chase Rudin, who is still out there. He's been doing pretty good. 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 earned runs. Rudin in there for a strikeout.
Yeah, there's the outside pitch, and super smart there by Rudin and by McGill. Get that outside pitch. You know the umpire's going to call it. The reason I wanted that high pitch earlier in that on that 0-2 pitch, he threw 2 off-speed pitches lower in the zone, and if you throw those 2, it's got to be that change of eye level that is that high fastball, and it usually works really well too.
That fastball is down low for a strike. And it seems like Rudin and that umpire have been on good terms here after those first 2 runs given up. That one is low and outside for ball number 1.
Yeah, it seems like what I've seen this inning so far, he's just trying to throw it outside every pitch, right? Don't give those batters a shot.
That one will hit Harpstreet. That is Cody Romero, and he'll earn his second walk of the day.
Yeah, that's that same backdoor off-speed pitch. I think it's that same thing that we saw from Sudeth earlier in the game. I think he released it too high. If he's able to reach out, get that out a little further, he's able to control it a little more, have it start in the zone, and then drop out there.
Bunt attempt there, and that one will go foul. As Reed Narva is up to hit. He grounded out to the pitcher in the second inning when he was up for his first at-bat.
Yeah, what I'm seeing right now is they're just trying to get runners in scoring position, hoping that one of their guys can come up with a hit, get these runners in. Because I think last inning they bunted too, trying to get, and they got the runner to second. It
was Narva as well. Narva bunts this one in the air. Spike McGill making the play on a slide, and he's there as he will retire Narva.
And that is a phenomenal play by McGill right there. He popped up immediately, sprinted over that ball, and was able to make a very difficult play on that because that ball it's got backspin, right? It's moving away from him. He wants to get under that ball and turn around. That's what you usually do on these foul pop-ups, but he didn't even have an opportunity. That's a phenomenal catch, really.
Really good play there from Spike McGill. And that ball is fouled off by Reese Hodges, who had a double his last time up in the second. Couldn't score the runner, though. Actually, no, he did score the runner in that second inning. That was their last score. That ball is in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
0-2. He's got three options in my book, I think. He's got the high fastball, he's got his off-speed pitch, and he's got that fastball outside that's worked for him in these past couple innings.
Chase Rudin, the 0-2. Gets him in there with a 3-pitch strikeout.
There's the outside fastball that has worked perfectly.
Chase Rudin has recovered. He's retired Chatfield the last 2 innings, but they're still up 2-0. Bottom of the 4th here, and Mount Vista will be up to hit, and it'll be led off the inning by Anthony Mitchell. Mitchell sneaked a single through between short and second, his first time up, and Sudath will be looking to recover there. Sudath's thrown 57 pitches through 3 innings, 2 hits allowed, no earned runs with 2 strikeouts. That pitch is in there for a strike, and this umpire is really strike-worthy here today.
Yeah, it seems like Sudath is starting to pick up on Rudin's little strategy. Go for that outside pitch, and he went with that backdoor slider to start the at-bat, and it worked perfectly. Did exactly what it needed to do.
Sudath is taking notes from Chase Rudin as Rudin's been shutting down Chatfield after that second inning. That one's in there for a strike. 1-2 the count.
Yeah. That's a nice, I really like that pitch sequence. Slider outside, fastball outside, then bring it in on his hands. And Mitchell, I don't think was really necessarily ready for it.
That one is chopped to first. That one gets away. That one gets away from Cody Romero, who went way out to get that, and he couldn't give it back to Sudath, who was covering first, and Anthony Mitchell will be safe there.
So Sudath right there, he was it didn't seem like an immediate break. Like he immediately broke on the hit, but then he stopped because he thought the second baseman was going to have it, and he didn't think his first baseman was going to go after that ball. Right when that first baseman went after that ball, Suda then had to sprint to the base, and I don't know if they even would have gotten Mitchell. Honestly, I don't think.
Yeah, Mitchell's a pretty fast guy out there. Pickoff attempt to Mitchell, and he's in there safely.
Yeah, and he's reached twice doing exactly what they need him to do. He came into this game hitting .333, and now let's see if they have him on the move.
That one was recorded, that hit by Mitchell was recorded as a hit instead of an error. So Vista's up to 4 hits now in the day.
Yeah, like I said, I think he would have made it without that throw. So yes, that throw was most definitely an error.
But he would have reached in time.
I think he would have made it in time.
Hit.
Yes.
Fouled off is Cole Bobbin as he's trying to get on base. He had a walk his last time up in the second.
Yeah, and we've seen that same strategy that Chatfield took. They're trying to advance their runners, get them into scoring position, and give your other guys a shot to get them in. And let's see if he does it a third time.
Another bunt, and this one hits Bobbin. And what good reflexes there. He saw the pitch coming, and he backed off from the bunt so he could take his hit by pitch.
You know, that is a great job by Bobbin. Definitely able to turn away and take that. But that's scary because on that bunt, you're fully exposing your front side. And if that pitch is coming at you, it's a much bigger and more exaggerated movement than it is if you're in your normal stance. So I'm sure that was a little scary for him, but he shook it off immediately, got to first. Now they got 2 on.
Another bunt attempt here. This time it's from Ian Kennedy, and diving to make that play was Harpstreet, and he could not get there in time.
Great attempt, phenomenal attempt. Almost got it. He was just a little short of it, but I've seen a little bit of a tendency here in this game. They've been popping up these bunts a lot. They have not been
getting them
on the ground as they wish to.
Runners on first and second now with nobody out. 0-1 count here for Riley Sudath. And Ian Kennedy still up to hit here. He also had a walk in the second, his last time up.
Yeah, 2 on. Big opportunity for Vista. Bunts again.
This time it gets on the ground. This one will go to Sudath. Retires the runner at third. And we're back to square one. Runners on first and second, this time with 1 out.
Yeah, as a runner on those bunts, it's hard because of that possibility of it being popped up. But I think as a runner, you have to have an even bigger secondary lead than your usual because you have to be able, in case that bunt does exactly what it did where it's hit too hard and it goes right back to the pitcher, you got to give yourself a shot at least.
Another bunt attempt here. This time it's right down the line and it'll go foul for Chase Brock. He's trying to do the same thing here as Ian Kennedy, except this time he wants this one to be successful, right? The whole point of bunting there for Kennedy was to advance that runner to third base, and he couldn't advance that runner to third, and instead they restarted back at first and second. So either you bunt here or you go for the hit, right? Vista's still down in this game. They need a big hit, not just a bunt.
Yeah, you got 1 down, got top of the order up next. Give Crawford a shot here with runners in scoring position still. That's your job. Just find a way on base.
That one is down low for a ball. 1-1 the count.
And I think the confusion / frustration there was he's called that all game. Yeah. Honestly, like he's been calling that all game.
Yeah, if you're an umpire, you got to be consistent.
Yeah, that's
pick over attempt to second, and Bobbin will be in there safely.
Walk all day.
Brock. Sudath will pitch to him now. Runners on first and second. Bunt attempt. Gets him swinging, or I guess kept the bunt going. So it'll be 1-2.
Yeah, they've been showing bunt a lot, and
With 2 strikes here, I don't think bunt is the right
yeah,
move,
you won't
though.
see the bunt here. Their bunting game has been pretty poor today, and I am sure that will be one of the main focuses of practice.
1-2, swing and a miss as Brock can't get there in time, and that will be 2 gone here for Vista.
Got him to chase the high pitch, and that is in the game. It's really a very reliable 2-strike pitch because you can get a lot of batters to chase that. And now a huge at-bat for Crawford, his second opportunity now with runners in scoring position, but with 2 outs. That is most definitely not an easy
Crawford
spot to be put in.
0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. He flew out to center and then to left. That first pitch is outside for a ball, and it seems like that ump is changing that strike zone a little bit. I believe it was right on that corner again. Seems like these pitchers will have to adjust. That pitch outside again, ball 2.
Yeah, that's too far out. I think the first pitch was much closer, obviously, but that one was definitely further out, especially with it being an off-speed pitch. That was definitely not a strike.
Sudath, that one is sliced opposite field, ranging back on this one, and caught at the wall by Metz. Actually, no, correction, that is Reed Narva. And Vista unable to score with runners in position again. End of the 4th. Chatfield still up 2-0. We're back with the top of the 5th, and up to bat, Isaac Lowe, the leadoff hitter in today's game. And he's 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out to short.
Yeah, we've seen Rudin really get into his place on this game and right where he wants to be. He's pitched great the last 2 innings. Let's see if he can keep it up.
That first pitch is up high for ball 1. Rudin's also done well with the pitch count, too. He's in the 5th now, and he's only thrown 65 pitches. That one's in there for a strike. 1-1 count.
Yeah, 2 fastballs to start the inning off. I expect to see him start utilizing that outside corner more.
That slider is in there. No strike call. That one seemed to be right down the middle there.
Yeah, that looked good to me, but might have been a little high, possibly.
2-1 the count. That slider's in there for a strike. He gets that call. 2-2.
Yep, brought that one down a little bit and got the call he wanted, and I'd expect outside right here. Fastball outside.
Slider cuts in, fouled off by Lowe. He's had a tendency to either hit or foul it off to that left side. I think he's a push hitter.
Yeah. I think he's also expecting that off-speed pitch. And, ooh.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
That one seemed to be in the strike zone again. Ball 3, and it's going to be a full count.
Not only did I think that was in the strike zone, he's called pitches further outside than that.
That one is launched into left. Parisis makes the play. On low. Rudin in there for a ball.
Yeah, he's throwing that fastball a lot early in the leadoff batter of this inning. He threw a lot of that off-speed pitch, it seemed like, and now he's started off with 2 fastballs.
That ball is outside for ball 2. Rudin here in the top of the 5th, and he's trying to stay strong. He's thrown 2 straight scoreless innings. Swing and a miss there from Bullard, and it'll be a 2-2 count.
Yeah, 2-2. Gotta get the batter now. Don't even give him a shot to get to 3-2. Attack him now.
That ball is popped up, foul to the right side.
Good piece of hitting, fouling it off, stay alive, keep the at-bat going, keep that pitch count going up.
Rudin. Pitch is in there. Ball 3, as that pitch was up high.
Yeah, it seems like this umpire is a little more of a low and outside zone, so it's a little more, obviously a little lower down.
That one is chopped over to third. The throw gets away from Mitchell, as Kennedy's throw was a little too low for Mitchell to grab there, and Bullard will reach to second.
Yeah, that's obviously these plays are not easy. Like an ordinary person would probably struggle making these plays too, but those are plays that should and have to be made for these teams to be successful, and that's been the difference. And that's the difference between the good and the great teams in the state of Colorado. They consistency of making these plays.
That one will be tallied as an error on Kennedy. Rudin with a runner on second. The pitch.
Yep.
Up high for a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, couldn't hold back on it. He, just couldn't hold back. Once again, one of the hardest pitches in baseball to lay off is that high pitch.
Metz is 0 for 2 today with a ground out to third and a fly out to short, or a pop up to short. Correction. That ball is inside for ball 1. And we got ourselves a 1-1 count. Rudin. The pitch. Swing and a miss from Metz, and we got ourselves a 1-2 count.
Yeah. I've been really impressed with what I've seen from Rudin so far in this inning and even the last 2 innings. He's been really efficient. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That error, I mean, as a pitcher, that hurts because you're doing exactly what you need to do. You're creating ground balls, and it doesn't feel good when those when your defense struggles. But as the third baseman for Kennedy, I'd expect to get another shot, and he's got to get that out of his head right away.
That one is popped over to first, and that one will go foul, as Mitchell cannot get there. Yeah, Rudin has definitely evolved and been more efficient here since that second inning. Something's clicked. Something's changed.
Yeah, he's found his groove. He's found his rhythm, and that's what you gotta do to be successful.
That pitch is up high for ball 2.
Yeah, I haven't seen him go to that outside pitch very much in this inning, which is surprising after him being successful with it the past couple. So I'd expect see it coming up soon.
The 2-2. Rudin fires. That pitch is inside for ball 3, and that will make it a full count. Mets trying to score. Bullard on second.
Yeah, that was a very, very nice pitch, and I thought it was a strike, but obviously it's a completely different view for the umpire down there, so he's seen something much different than I am.
Rudin, that ball is chopped over Kennedy. The throw, safe on the play there, was Mets, and that was a really bang-bang play right there as Kennedy, well, first of all, it was chopped to the pull side, and Kennedy had to catch it on a bounce and get it over there. That was a really tough play, and there seems to be a mound visit here.
Yeah, he did exactly what you can do as a third baseman. That's a extremely difficult ball to field as a third baseman because you're playing deeper, trying to be able to react to that hot corner, right? Be able to react to those hard line drives, hard ground balls. But when you see a small or lighter chopper like that, it's got to be it's a sprint to the ball. He scooped it perfectly. He stayed down. Transfer was quick, and I mean, he threw it hard too. It just unable to beat Mets. He did, like I said, he did everything he could. A great effort there.
Not only that, but Colin Metz, he worked that pitch count to 8 pitches, so he definitely had the upper hand in that 3-2 count. If you foul it off that many times, you're going to have the upper hand in the at-bat. So runners on the corners now with 1 out. Chase Rudin still on the bump after that mound visit, and it'll be batting low up to hit, and he's got 2 singles as they were just in front of Jackson Crawford. Swing and a miss.
And real quick, that was Chase Rudin's 96th pitch, right there. And he's still pumping it. This is a great game for him. He's only given up 2.
Pickoff attempt to first, and he's in there safely.
Yeah, that's the feint move. There are places where that pickoff move is not allowed because it's extremely decisive. It's hard to read as a first base runner, and that's why it's used really
That
well.
one is launched to short. Bobbin bobbles it. He's in there safely, and the run will score.
Yeah, that bobble hurt a lot, and I have a feeling that'll be the end for Rudin. 97 pitches, right?
98.
That's quite the task.
Yeah.
98 pitches. That's quite the task.
So Chase Rudin will exit in this one. 6 hits allowed, 3 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, almost 100 pitches thrown. Good day on the mound for Chase Rudin, but he leaves this one in a loss situation.
Yeah, he pitched great today, right? Obviously, he's not happy with giving up 3 runs. That's extremely impressive at this level. Pitched, like we said, 97, 98 pitches. And let's see what Vista's got in the pen now to help him out. We will be right back.
Coming in for relief of Chase Rudin, it's going to be Johnny Brewer.
Yeah, obviously a rough start to the season. Had a rough first appearance. Currently at a 9.55 ERA, but that's over one appearance, right? That will not define a season at all.
High pitch velocity there, and that one is inside for ball. Seems like Brewer's got a lot of heat in his pitches.
Yeah, and so did Rudin early, right? He was throwing really hard. I am excited to see how he's able to switch up.
That one is grounded over between the gap in first and second. The throw coming in from Brock will not be enough, and another run will score. And that's another earned run on Chase Rudin.
Yeah, good piece of hitting. But on the other side for Johnny Brewer, that's doing your job once again, right? Producing ground balls, that's all you can ask for as a coach. Obviously, didn't have a guy there, but got to make an adjustment. Get out of this inning. Stop the bleeding.
That one is launched into center field. That one will get down for a hit, and he will not advance as Crawford will get that ball in. And it's a hitting spree here for Chatfield.
Yeah, that was a great hit, but also great job by Crawford getting that ball in as quick as he did. If that runner would have gone home, he would have had no chance. And, did exactly what you want to do as an outfielder. Hold those runners. Now McGill's going to go talk to Brewer, right? He's given up 2 hits to start. Obviously not where you want to be.
A little mound visit there from Spike McGill, giving him some reassurance.
Yeah, that's one of the qualities of a catcher. There's multiple leaders on this field, but Spike is really one of the main ones. Truly, he trying to control his pitcher, keep him confident in himself, and make him believe that he can do it, and make him believe that he is good enough to shut these guys down.
Romero will hit here, grounds over to third. The throw home, gets the force, double play. That was an unexpected one for sure, as Ian Kennedy there with a little interesting double play there, a 5-2-3 double play to end the inning. And Brewer gets out of the jam. Chatfield still adds on some runs here. It's 4-0. We'll be back after this. Welcoming you all back here, bottom of the 5th. Spike McGill up to hit.
Yeah, this is exactly who you want up. If you're Mountain Vista, you need a guy who can get momentum for your team quick. Down 4, offense haven't done very much today. Get it going now and try to get momentum back right away.
That one is in there for a strike.
That's a very, very nice pitch right there. The backdoor off-speed pitch, and we've seen that a ton today.
That one is launched deep left field on its way, and that one is foul. That one was a really good piece of hitting right there from Spike McGill. Almost homered there. Just foul.
Yeah, if I were the pitcher here, I would not throw that pitch again. Honestly, I don't know. Just feel like he might be able to hit it a little bit.
Time called here by Spike McGill. 0-2 count here. Sudath looking for his 4th strikeout on the night or afternoon. This one is launched high, fly ball, left center field, caught. And that one is caught right there by Isaac Lau. That is a beautiful running catch. He came all the way from center field to make that one. Wow.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal play. Obviously, read that ball really well. Both those guys, center and left, they were off right away. But I was honestly surprised that they didn't run into each other. No one was calling each other off.
Yeah, they were just both coming. Full head of steam there. Incredible. Seems like Chatfield's defense has really been saving Riley Sudath here. Definitely like the mistakes that Vista's had to give Chase Rudin those earned runs. Like at that rate, if Vista's defense was better, Chase Rudin wouldn't have as many earned runs right now, I feel like. But Chatfield's been really spot on defensively. 1-2 the count now.
Yeah, Mountain Vista's hitting the ball hard. It's just going right at their guys, right? Once they start locating these
pitches, Sudath, that one is jammed up to Sudath, and he'll make the play. Speaking about Spike McGill, he's really been launching that ball. He's 0 for 3, though, with 3 flyouts to Lowe. So he's been hitting that area, and Lowe's been making better plays. So 2 gone here, nobody on. Cruz Martinez up to hit, and he's also 0 for 2. Vista's really looking for some hits here. That one is fouled off. It'll be 0-1.
Yeah, I mean, Cruz here, he wants to hit the crap out of a baseball right here. He wants to give his team some momentum, and he's a guy who can really do that by just getting a piece of barreling up a ball, putting it to the wall.
That one is launched deep right field, and he makes the catch in right. That'll be Colin Metz, and that won the inning. Nothing doing here for Vista. It's still 4-0 Chatfield. We welcome you all back to the top of the 6th. I'm Sam Dershaw. Along beside me is Miles Clark. And if you're just tuning in, it's a 4-0 ball game. Chatfield up in this one. Johnny Brewer here in relief, and he'll pitch to Reed Narva. That pitch is down low for a ball.
Yeah, I got to get momentum early here, and it's all a game of momentum, so I've been mentioning it quite a bit here in these later innings.
That pitch is in there inside. Brewer looking for that strike, and it'll be 2-0.
Yeah, they got to throw strikes here because walks lead to runs. And
that one is absolutely belted. deep to left field on its way, and it's gone. Reed Narva adds another one here for Chatfield, and he makes it a 5-0 ball game. That one was absolutely crushed.
That was a bomb. That was an inside pitch. He got his hands through it quick. And this Chatfield team is having fun out here now.
It's not out of the depths yet, though. Vista still got 2 innings left, and anything could happen in high school baseball. I don't think you can consider the game over yet.
Yep.
That was a really good piece of hitting there from Reed Narva, though. Up to that point, he was 0 for 2, so that was really good by Narva. That pitch is down low for a ball as Brewers' struggles continue here.
Yeah, anything's possible here. Like, never count out this team. They've got 6 outs to make some magic happen still.
That one almost hit Hodges there. I think he just missed there. Ball 2.
So, Brewers starting out 2-0 on the last batter. That was probably one of the main results in that being a home run, because he had to then throw it right into his zone, and that you don't want to do that as a pitcher, because then you don't control the at-bat. He does, and I mean, obviously Narva got a pitch he loved, and he just crushed it.
3-0 the count here. Brewer to Hodges, and that one is outside, ball 4, and he'll take a walk. You don't want to give out a four-pitch walk, though. That's not what you want as a pitcher. You should at least get that take strike.
Yeah, especially to the 9-hole. Like, you got to throw strikes, and if he hits it, that's a great job by him. But if he doesn't, you win, right? You cannot throw 4 balls to the 9-hole.
That ball is fouled off by Lowe. And I feel like the reason why he gave up that 4-pitch walk was because the last batter hit a leadoff homer to start the inning. I think he may have been a little scared there, but I feel like he'll start to gain his confidence with that foul ball from Lowe.
Yeah, a little shooken up, obviously, as you would be after giving up a home run, but
swing and a miss there from Lowe. 0-2 the count now. Hodges on first. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. That one is down low for a ball.
Yeah, got to find his pitch here. Got to get an out.
That one is launched. Center field. Ranging back on this one, and this one is gone. Oh, no, that one. Oh, that wall. That wall will count as a hit. Coming home is Hodges, and he'll be safe.
Yeah, it hit the batter's eye there, and it seems like they have the yellow line painted on top.
Yeah, the yellow line was painted on the top of that black part. I would have thought that one would have been gone because I thought the field was the outfield line was straight, not up there. So that one hit the black tarp in deep center field, and that one will score in a run as Brewer will exit here.
And Mount Vista will bring in Advait Jadov here to try to slow down this Chatfield offense, try to keep them in this game. And say the least, that was a little bit of a green monster there in center field. Just he hit that ball really hard and really far, but just not enough to clear that monster batter's eye.
That would have been a home run if that wall wasn't there. I don't think that's a green monster, though. Come on. I know you're a Red Sox fan, but that one is not as tall as a green monster. But, yes, definitely a very big hit there. Definitely scored in a run. As Jadov will warm up here, we'll be back.
Welcome back. Advejadov on the bum here for Mount Vista, trying to, like I said earlier, slow down this offense.
Colby Bullard up to hit with a runner in scoring position. That first pitch off speed in there for a strike.
Yeah, I don't think Bullard was really expecting a first pitch off speed. That's always fun as a reliever. Mess with the batter's timing early.
It helps mentally, too. That first pitch strike really helps. That one is launched into center field. Ranging back on this one is Crawford. He makes the play on a jump, and he'll bring that one back into the infield, and no advance there from Lowe.
Yeah, great read there from Crawford. He's done really, really good in the outfield, I think, today. Getting the ball in fast, and a really good play there. Able to read it off the bat, get a good jump on it, and make a nice little jumping play.
Jadov. That one is launched, caught by Bobbin.
And,
He gets the double play there on his own. Cole Bobbin defensively. And he stops the bleeding as Chatfield got two there. Big home run by Reed Narva. And then a huge hit double by Isaac Lowe as that black tarp caught him from another homer. 6-0. We'll be back after this with the bottom of the sixth. Welcome back to the bottom of the sixth, and time is running out here for Mount Vista to come back into this one. They're still down 6 runs here, and Riley Sudeth is still on the mound here for Chatfield. He's pitched 5 full innings with 4 hits, 80 pitches thrown, 3 strikeouts, no earned runs. He's been doing a good job. Elam Parisis will be up to hit. He's over 2. That one is in there for a strike.
Yeah, this is an extremely important inning for Mount Vista here, down 6.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
He swung that bat really hard. It seemed like he possibly might have opened up that left shoulder on that swing.
He was looking to go deep, and Sudeth nails him.
That does not feel good as a pitcher. 0-2 to hitting him. Like, if you're Mount Vista, you take that every day, right? 1 pitch away from a strikeout, and instead you got a guy on first now with no outs, with Anthony Mitchell, who's 2 for 2 on the day.
That will be Sudeth's 4th walk of the day. As up to bat now will be Anthony Mitchell. He reached on an error by Romero his last time up.
Yeah, he's having a good day today. And Mount Vista needs him to come through here, get a hit, get 2 guys on with no outs.
Fouled off was Mitchell. Yeah, like you said, Mitchell having a good day. He's 2 for 2 today. Hopefully he can keep it up here.
Yeah, that was a good cut right there. Just missed it, just barely missed it, and he has read Sudeth really, really well today, and I think Sudeth knows that, and he is going to pitch very carefully around him, and he's not going to let him do damage, really.
Sudith, curveball up high, outside, ball 2. Yeah, like you said, careful approach there. That pitch was outside so that Mitchell cannot hit that. That was a smart play, like you said, Miles. That one is down low, ball 3. Runner on first, nobody out here as Anthony Mitchell's trying to bring in the first run of the game here for Vista.
Yeah, that's pitch number 87. So I highly expect this will be it.
Ball 4, and he'll take a walk.
Let's see
second straight walk there for Sudith, and it looks like he'll stay in the game here despite giving up back-to-back walks.
Up, and here comes the coach, and I think Sudith knows it.
He comes out of this one with a win, and no earned runs, too. That just lowers that ERA for sure.
Yeah, phenomenal game. He pitched great today. He got himself out of jams. He was able to battle back after he lost control early, and he should not at all be angry with that. Like I said, he pitched great today.
We'll be back after this. Welcome back. New pitcher on the mound here for Chatfield is Brody Logan, and he's hoping to give a hold here for Riley Sudeth as he's up big in this one, 6-0. Cole Bobbin up to hit. He's walked both appearances he's had today. Bunt attempt.
Yeah,
that one is outside, ball 1.
They've been trying to do this bunt thing a lot, but I completely understand why you do it. I completely understand you want to advance the runners, but at the same time, you need base runners, and you're taking the bat out of his hand if you're asking him to bunt.
Another bunt attempt there, and this time he pulls back, and this time it's a strike. Runners on first and second now here for Vista. If they're going to score, it has to be now.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's going to be very difficult to score 6 in the 7th.
Swing and a miss there for Bobbin. With those 2 walks, it almost seems like he didn't even play today, right? Because of those walks, he would have a 0 for 0. Brody Logan has an ERA of 1.91 as well. Those are good numbers for a reliever. That pitch is down low. for a ball. 2-2 the count now.
Yeah, this is a really, really, really big at-bat. 2-2. Gotta battle, right? Make Logan give you a pitch you want to hit. Don't chase. That's a momentum killer.
That ball is outside 3-2. One thing I've noticed about Bobbin in today's game is that he likes to work the count. He likes to get it as full as possible. 3-2 in all of his counts today. And he'll fight up there. And if he can't manage a hit, he'll take a walk.
Yeah, he's having a great day today. QAB percentage at 100 so far in the day. Let's see if that'll extend.
Swing and a miss. Caught on the foul tip. I definitely heard a tip there, but guess not to be. That'll be a strikeout there for Brody Logan. And Ian Kennedy will be up to hit now. He's 0 for 1. He had a walk and a sacrifice in this game.
Yeah, defensively he's had a rough game, obviously.
Third is a very tough position to play, though.
Third is an extremely difficult position to play. That's why they call it the hot corner. There's not many people that can play that position and perform well.
Oh, 0-1 here. Runners first and second, 1 out.
Yeah, steps off, regrouping, right? 0-1. This is a huge inning for Logan.
In there for a strike. 0-2.
And I could see Kennedy right there. He was signaling to the dugout. That was a curveball, and that's
a good signal. Yeah,
that's a really beneficial thing to do, so that these guys know when he's throwing that.
Strike 3 called there as he gets Kennedy looking. Second strikeout on the hill for Logan.
Yeah, they're gonna bring in a pinch hitter here. Brock had a rough day today, 2 strikeouts, and they want Barros. They want to see what he can do for him right here. See if he can get him something right. They've been answerless to this point.
Swing and a miss there for Barros. 0-1.
Barros knows that wasn't a very good start to the at-bat, and he's got to let that go right away. He's got to go up there, and he's got to get a pitch he likes and hit it a long ways.
And as a pinch hitter, you should have a lot of confidence coming up to the plate. This coach, or Coach Q, puts trust in you to bring in these runs. That's why he took out Chase Brock. So Barrows looking to bring in both runs here, or as many runs as possible. 1-1 the count here with 2 outs. And Brody Logan's been really good here to start out. That pitch is inside. Ball 2.
And Barros here, he's gotta find a way on base. If that's a hit, great. If that's a double, great. If that's a hit by pitch or a walk, that's also great. He's got to give the top of the order another shot. Give Jackson Crawford another shot. He's hit the ball extremely well today, and he is 1 pitch away from making this a completely different baseball game.
2-1 the count here. Very impactful swing could be coming up. That pitch is in there for a strike. Got the lower corner there.
Yeah, Barrow's not a fan of that call, obviously. That's a, that's...
I also think it was a good pitch on Logan's part. But, yes, I would understand why you would be upset there if I'm Barrows.
And that is a great pitch. You're completely right. That's a great pitch right there. Barrows now got to get on the plate, be ready for that outside pitch. He's going to choke up a little. His job is to put this baseball in play somewhere.
The 2-2 in there for strike 3. Barrows does not like that call. And Brady Logan retires the side. Nothing but strikeouts. That will end the 6th. It's still 6-0. Vista's got 1 shot left. That will come in the bottom of the 7th. Top of the 7th coming up, though, after this. Last top half here for Chatfield to add on any runs as possible here as we are in the top of the 7th. Jadov still pitching here. Swing and a miss by Banning Low.
Yeah, he pitched really well in the previous inning. He's looking to shut it down, 1-2-3, get Mount Vista back on the bats, top of the order coming up, and to say the least, they need to get some magic going.
He's got a tough opponent in Banning Low. Low today is 3 for 3 with 3 singles, and he's got himself a good day going. Swing and a miss, though. 1-2. Jadov looking for his first strikeout on the day. The pitch. That one is outside. Ball 2.
Yeah, he's trying to locate here, trying to get a strikeout. And I think it's going to be really difficult to strike out this guy. He's having a phenomenal day today.
Fouled off, and we will remain 2-2.
Yeah, Advait is his first year on varsity. He's pitching pretty well. Obviously, that's why they're having him pitch in this big game, trying to stop the offense of Chatfield.
Ball 3 called there, and we got ourselves a full count.
That is what Chatfield has done all day. They've run almost every count up to at least 4 to 5 pitches.
That one is launched past Kennedy in third, and that will be his 4th hit of the day for Banning Low. He's having himself a day.
Yeah, 4 for 4. I mean, at the varsity level, you got to be super happy with yourself after that. And if you're Advait Jadov right now, you're thinking, how did I give up that hit? I was up in that count, but this guy, when he's having a day like this, it's almost impossible to slow him down.
So, runner on first now. Nobody out. And up to hit is Harman, correction. As that one is down low for a ball.
Yeah, trying to get some more momentum, get some more runs. Just really add it on onto Mountain Vista, because Vista's offense has been unable to capitalize at moments that they need to.
Checks on the runner there of Low, and he will be in there safely.
Yeah, if Vista, I mean, obviously, Jadov trying to keep him close right now, but if Vista can get out of this inning, get some momentum, even if they come out of this game with a loss, they got to.
Grounder over, and it goes by Alex King, and that one will drop in for a hit. Runners on first and second now, nobody out.
Yeah, great piece of hitting. But if they're able to come out of here with a few runs, get that offense going, right? Even if they come away with a loss, just to have momentum going into their next game. I mean, I think I checked earlier. They've got like 5 games in the next 8 days.
They got to win. They got to win them, I would say.
They're playing a lot, and they need that offensive momentum.
Harpstreet back up to hit here. He is 1 for 3 today. He bunts that one. Foul is the call.
Yeah, bounced off the ground, popped up, but same trend we've seen all game. The bunting has been pretty disappointing. On both sides, it's been pretty disappointing, really.
Oh, 1 count here. Jadov in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Time is called.
They had a baseball in front of the dugout there. Just getting out of the way. Try to eliminate any confusion.
Jadov looking for the scoreless shutout inning. That one is grounded over to second. King makes the play at second. Fires, double play. Nice play right there. As that is a 4-6-3 double play right there. Thrown by Alex King. That was very good.
Great play by King, as you said. The ability to switch his feet like he did, that's incredibly difficult to do. He fielded it cleanly, switched his feet, gave it to Bobbin, and then a line drive throw off balance, too. It was exactly what Jadov needed with first and second and no outs, and to go from that to a runner on third with 2 outs, it helps the pitcher, I think, a little bit.
For sure. Now, well, they didn't get the runner out at third, but 2 outs now. Now a sacrifice won't work. 1-1 the count now as that ball was low and away. Chance here for Chatfield to score again as Cody Romero's up to hit. He's 0 for 1, 2 walks, and grounded into a double play his last time up.
Yeah, Vista needs an out here. They're already struggling offensively, but just for that deficit to continue to grow, it wouldn't feel very good, and the morale in that dugout would, I think, likely go down even more than it already is with them struggling as much as they are in this game.
So Jadov has been pitching well today. He's got a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss there by Romero, and that will end the inning. As a very productive inning there from Jadov. We go into the bottom of the 7th. Vista's last opportunity coming up after this. We welcome you all back here to the bottom of the 7th, and attempting to close this one is the center fielder, Isaac Lowe, who's had an awesome day defensively, and he's looking to keep it up pitching-wise. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. Ball 1.
Yeah, needs 3 outs to close out this Mountain Vista team. And, Vista needs a lot.
In there for ball 2. Jackson Crawford, the leadoff, will be hitting here to lead off the 7th. He's 0 for 3 today. Fly out to center and twice to left. Strike is in there, 2-1.
Yeah, that's his first strike of the inning now. Crawford's had a look. He's hit the ball to the outfield in all 3 at-bats so far. I doubt that changes here.
Ball 3 outside. 3-1 the count here. I like that Crawford's working the count here and not going with an aggressive approach that you would expect. That one is fouled off, and we got ourselves a full count.
Yeah, when you were talking about the non-aggressive approach here, they realize they need base runners, and they need them really badly. So that what they're going to do here, they're going to
try to get Crawford on base.
They're going to try to get Crawford on base, and then they're going to try to get every guy after him on base too. Keep the line moving. That's going to be the role of every guy on this team. It's not going to be you get on base and then steal, and then you hit a home run, or you hit a double. It's get on base.
That one is fouled off again. Yeah, Crawford really working the count here. He's just staying in it. This is already the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lowe trying to retire Crawford. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again.
Great at-bat. Great at-bat. You said that was pitch number 8?
Correct. This will be pitch number 9. Yeah, and what I like about these counts here, especially for Vista, is if you foul the ball off so many times, you have the confidence that you're going to hit it. Low, 3-2. Takes a walk, and that was a very well-deserved and earned walk there from Jackson Crawford.
Yeah, you can tell the frustration from the Chatfield side. That was close. I agreed with the call, but it was close, and he's called that pretty consistently today. So, Vista will take it. Because, like I said, it's base runners. Now they need McGill to get on base. Then they need King. And then so on and so forth. It's just keep the line moving.
Spike, one of Vista's best hitters, 0 for 3 today. And he's looking for a change for sure. That first pitch is in there for a strike. And to say that he's 0 for 3 is really, an understatement. He's been making really solid contact all day long. I just think one time if it gets through just like that in between third and short, that one goes in for a hit. And now runners on first and second with nobody out.
Yeah, Vista, the way that they play, they're not going to go down. They will not go down without a fight. You could be up 10 runs against this team, and they are still going to go at you with everything they've got because these guys are gritty, and they are here to play, and they are here to win every game they play. So Chatfield better not get complacent because this is a good start for Vista, and now you've got the 3-hole in King, and then on deck you got the 4-hole in Martinez. So watch out.
Alex King, 2 for 3 today. 2 singles and pop-up. That one is up high, ball 1. Seems like things are looking up for Vista at just the right time, I feel like. Although, it could be too little too late. We would have preferred this earlier in the game, right?
Yeah, big deficit that's been building throughout the game that you need to attack on early. And your strategy in a game can't be give up a few runs and then hope that you can get it all back in the last inning because that strategy just doesn't work. But
mound visit here for Chatfield as Lowe is hoping to get away from this one. Yeah, like you said, big opportunity here for Alex King. If he can launch one, possibly for a double, he can score maybe 1 to 2 runners here. This would be huge for Vista if King can make some solid contact here.
Yeah. I mean, he hits the ball. Every guy on this team hits the ball hard. So, if they see a pitch that they like, especially King here, up 2-0, like, if he gets a pitch he likes, he should smack it, and he should let it fly.
That one is up high, ball 3, and King is in a very much favored count here.
Yeah, this should not be a question. It should be a take all the way, 100%.
Load up the bases and have your power hitter bring him home. In there for a strike, and that's exactly what Lowe needed.
Yeah, he's struggled so far. Obviously, this is his third batter he's faced, but he's struggled through these 3 batters. Right, Crawford ran that count up.
Ball 4, and King will get on base. The bases are loaded for Vista, and now this time they got to score him. But there's 0 outs this time, so there's a very good chance that this can happen.
Yeah, they've got bases loaded, and something that I like to say when there's bases loaded and no outs, it's that 1 run it's a need. It has to happen. You have to get 1 run. 2 runs, that's an expectation, but if it doesn't happen, it's like not the end of the world. Obviously, end of game situation, completely different thing.
Yeah.
But 3 or more runs, that means that you did exactly what you have to do with those runners.
Yeah, I think the one thing that Martinez can't do here is take a strikeout.
Can't take a strikeout, can't hit into a double play. But obviously...
Well, double play could still score, right? I'm just saying Vista needs to get a score in, like you said.
Yeah.
I'm basically just summarizing what you said there. Takes a pitch outside, ball 2. He's been working low here for sure, or at least Vista's pitchers here, or not Vista's pitchers, Vista's hitters here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, and we say don't strike out, don't hit into a double play. It's like
we're almost like begging them to do this as fans.
Well, not just that. It's like
that one's a strike.
Yeah, he can't control where he hits the ball. If it's a
barrel,
barrel, it'll fly. If it's a barrel, it could be on the ground and it could be a double play.
The results are endless.
The results are endless.
2-1 count here. Does not swing there, and that will be ball 3. 3rd straight batter Lowe has, or actually 4th straight batter that Lowe has gone to 3 balls.
Yeah, got to make an adjustment here. He's obviously struggling.
He'll take a walk to score and a run. And Crawford will score, and the bases will still be loaded. Lowe is not out of this one.
And I have no good angle, but I can positively, confidently assume that Chatfield is warming someone up right now, because obviously this isn't going to work. He's walked 3 guys in the inning, given up a single. It's just that doesn't work for a team that wants to close out a dangerous Mountain Vista team like this.
That one is popped foul by Parisis.
And because it's still bases loaded with no outs, it just resets. It's still 1 run is a need, 2 is an expectation, and then 3 or more is you did your job.
Lowe almost up to 30 pitches here in relief, and that one is in the dirt, swing and a miss, and Parisis will strike out. And back up to bat here is Anthony Mitchell, and he's got himself a good game going. He's 2 for 2 with a walk, and Mitchell looking to bring in some runs here. Low curveball in there for a strike. I feel like you should have hit that if I was Anthony Mitchell. Like, my eyes would brighten up when I see that pitch. That's a curveball high. That's a perfect pitch to just smack deep into right field. Low almost hits Mitchell there. Ball 1.
The problem with that curveball and I agree, that's a pitch that can be hit hard, but it starts and it looks like it's coming right at you. So it's very difficult to stay in there and just want to stay in there and hit it hard. Because if that ball's coming at you, at least me, I'd want to get out of the way as fast as I could.
1-1 count here, low. Down low.
Yeah, I think he's going to be careful with Mitchell here. He's having a really good day. So be smart. Don't do things that'll hurt you, right?
Down low. I'll be ball 3 once again.
Yeah. 3-1. You've got the bottom 3 in the lineup. So if you're looking at this for Chatfield, right, obviously they're right where they want to be, right?
That one's inside, ball 4. And Mitchell will drive it a run here. Second straight walk for a score.
Yeah, and now the tying run is hitting in Cole Bobbin. He's 0 for 1 on the day, 2 walks and a strikeout. He's a reliable guy for this team. If he gets a pitch he likes early in the count, he should hit it. You cannot be looking for walks in this inning. You have to be looking to do damage and hit the ball hard.
Isaac Lowe is already up to 35 pitches on the day as he'll take a ball. Ball 1. Lowe has really been increasing that pitch count, but he's looking now. It's still not a save opportunity, but he's still looking to close out this game. Not have to bring in an extra arm here. That one is up high, ball 2, and Lowe is just completely losing command. Like 4 walks in the bottom of the 7th inning. When you have a shutout on your hands, it's just not looking good.
Yeah, he's losing control, but it's not by much. All these walks, he's been barely missing the zone. It's been barely higher, barely outside, and I mean, most of them are arguably just bad calls. If you look at it from a different perspective of how the umpires called the game in general,
I agree. I also feel like it's Vista just earning those walks. They've earned probably every single walk in this inning. And in result, it's driven in 2 runs.
Yeah, they've had some great at-bats. Now 3-1, and if he walks, I mean, I think
he's probably done.
It's got to be over.
He will earn that walk, and that's a 3rd straight run on a walk. And Vista's slowly but surely climbing into this one. Low up to 40 pitches now in relief.
And it looks like they're going to give him another shot.
I don't think they're going to try to take him out of the game yet. But 5 walks I'll just say it's horrendous right now, what's happening. That shouldn't be the case. You shouldn't have to have 5 walks in a bottom of the 7th inning. It's just not what you want, especially if you're Chatfield. Like, Riley Sudath exited this game in a shutout. It was a shutout up to that point, and he wanted to keep it a shutout, right? Oh my gosh, in his mind, oh my gosh, I shut out Mountain Vista, and they're a decent team. I think I should be proud of that, but now it's not even that opportunity. Now this would be a save opportunity if someone else came into the game. Just an extra stat. Bases are still loaded, though, so even if Lowe continues here, he still – and there's only 1 out. There's still so much opportunity left. There's so much game left, even though there's only 2 outs left. In one swing, Mount Vista could walk it off.
That's true.
One swing.
You're right.
And the whole time, all those 6 zeros on the board up prior to that, those 3 runs could all be just washed away and ignored.
I completely agree. However, the job does not change. The goal of each batter does not change. It's the same goal, as we talked about at the beginning of the inning. It's keep the line moving. Find a way on base. Keep the line moving. We've got Kennedy. He has not had an ideal game. Truly, he hasn't had the game that he usually wants. He hasn't had the game that he usually hopes for. But I mean, he can make an impact on this swing right here. He could, if he hits it down the line, he could very well tie this baseball game up.
So low, up to 40 pitches. He'll take this one low for a ball. This is almost a start. You could really say, right? But the amount of pitches he's thrown, not even major leaguers in relief can throw that many pitches. But these high schoolers are young and they got strong arms. First pitch is in for a ball. That second pitch is also inside and low. Ball 2.
Yep, you're up. He will give you a pitch to hit. Question is he looking to hit it, or is he looking to run this pitch count up more?
In there for a strike, and I think that's what he needs. And yet, if you've walked that many batters, I feel like you got to throw a strike. You just got to, right? Because Vista has not hit the ball besides that one hit by Spike McGill. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count now. And low, almost out of the clear with this.
Yeah, 2-2, 2 strikes.
Martinez on third. Mitchell on second. Bobbin on first. Fouled off.
Good job right there. Keep the at-bat going. And like you said earlier, they have been earning their walks. They've been earning all 3 of these runs that they have right now. They've got to keep earning these at-bats. Work the count. Find a way on base.
That one is down low for ball 3, and he's working himself a full count. Ian Kennedy up in a big spot here for Mountain Vista. Bases loaded, 1 out. Trying to come back from his 6-0 deficit. Low the pitch, ball 4 outside, and he drives in another run. That's his 6th walk of the day, and Vista's walked out of the hole, 6-4.
There will be a mound visit by Chatfield, and we will be right back.
couple of substitutions here for both teams. Pitching for Chatfield will be the shortstop Reese Hodges, and pinch hitting here from Mount Vista will be Preston Deathlefs.
Yeah. Say at least I was not expecting this. To be honest with you, I thought we were going to go into the 7th. Thought Vista would get a couple guys on, and then I thought it would be the same story as we've seen all day. But Vista playing well, staying alive, and they're trying to complete the comeback.
That one almost hit Deathlefs there. That'll be in for a ball. Third baseman of Banning Low is in on this one in case there's a bunt attempt. Something to watch out for. Bases loaded here, 1 out. Launched over to third, dropped by Low. And he'll get the force out at third with a runner scoring.
You take that. There's nothing you can do as a second base runner right there, right? There is absolutely nothing that you can change. Because if you come off further, they double you up, right? You got to run in. Now you got your guy. This is who you want up. You want your leadoff hitter. And, I mean, he is looking to tie this game up with possibly tie this game up with a single here. He's got Spike on deck. I would like to know what's happening in Jackson Crawford's head right now.
That one will be counted as an error on Low. In fact, swing and a miss there from Jackson Crawford. He was already up in this inning and earned a walk. 1 of 5 walks in that inning. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, he chased there. Should not have swung at that pitch, really. That's obviously very difficult to lay off, but as a spectator, you look at that and think, why are we swinging at that?
That one's outside, ball 1.
Yeah, I was looking for the backdoor off-speed pitch there, trying to drop it in there.
So, bases loaded here. Or, correction, not bases loaded. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. 1-1 the count. Hodges will pitch to Crawford here. That one is outside, ball 2.
Yeah, tried to do it again. The backdoor slider didn't work 2 times in a row. 2-1 count. This is a count a lot of hitters want to be in right here. This count's going to determine the at-bat right here, right? Could be 2-2 or could be 3-1 after this.
Huge opportunity here. The pitch outside, ball 3. And Hodges thought that one was a strike. He does not like that call.
Not a fan of that, and I think that has some reason behind it. He's called that most of the game, except for probably the past few innings. He's tightened up that zone a little more. And 3-1. I mean, you walk him, you got one of, if not the best hitter on this.
You also got your coach breathing down your neck if you walk him here, because that would be 6 straight walk. Now it's outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded once again.
Crawford walks twice.
In 1 inning.
In one inning.
Incredible. Big opportunity here, and who do you got for Mount Vista? The best hitter on this team, Spike McGill. He's up to hit, and he's in the biggest spot possible. 1 run here would tie up this game, and they've been down 6-0, almost, well, not really 6 runs the whole game. They've been down this whole game, I should say. And to come back in just 1 inning would be incredible,
yeah,
I would think.
And a single could end it. Like, seriously, a single could score Kennedy from second base. Pass ball could tie it. There's a lot of scenarios here. He's going to be super selective, though, because if he walks, it's tied.
Hodges, down low, ball 1.
And you have seen the energy in this dugout throughout the inning very slowly increase.
That pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. 1-1 the count here. Hodges, the pitch. A little sidearm right there. Call for a ball.
Yeah, that was trying to look like he was trying to fool Spike there. Spike didn't chase, but that was pretty close to the zone. No call. 2-1, and we're right back there. 2-1. This pitch could even determine the game, really. A ball makes it 3-1.
Here's the pitch. Hodgins fouls it off his spike, and we got ourselves a 2-2 count. Apologies to interrupt what you were saying. You can continue on that.
But yeah, well, a strike makes it a 2-2 count, which obviously now it is. And, I mean, now Spike's got to get up on that plate. I would watch out. He really likes to try to get that curveball. He's thrown it a lot. And we've seen it a lot from the Chatfield pitching staff in general. Deep breaths all around the infield, the runners, the pitcher, the batter, the coaches.
The 2-2. Ball 3 outside, and it seems like he just lost it there. Full count.
Now, runners are off. Right when that leg comes up, runners are off. So, if it's a hit, it's basically game. Because he will already, the runner at second in Kennedy will already be probably 3/4 of the way to home plate, or to third base.
Hodges, the 3-2 count is getting to him. Here it is, 3-2, 2 out, bases loaded. Ball 4, and McGill will earn a walk in. That is now 4 walks in this inning to score. Wait, hold on. Sorry about that. That will be the 5th walk to score a run in this inning as Spike McGill earns himself a walk and a score.
And we are tied. It is a tie game here at Mountain Vista. And coming into this game, I did not think it would be tied in the bottom of the 7th. Right? Coming into this inning, I didn't think it was going to be tied in the 7th. But
Reese
Reese
Hodgins to Alex King. This is a tie game now. Hodges. Ball outside.
Walk here, and the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles, with the help of, well, a lot of walks, could have come back.
8 walks this inning. Ball outside, or inside, correction. Ball 2. This is unbelievable.
And if you're Chatfield and you end up losing this game, you're kind of frustrated, to say the least.
Ball 3 inside. 3-0 count. This is very favorable. Chatfield's coach is probably going to have a very long practice the next day scheduled for them.
Especially for the pitchers.
Alex King up to hit here. He walked in this inning. 3-0 count. Ball 1, sorry, I'm so used to saying ball. That one is a strike. 3-1 count now. I'm too used to say that.
King, a guy you want up in a scenario like this.
Hodges, the 3-1. Swing and a miss, and King makes it full. That one was a strike, too. King got the right to swing right there.
Runners are on the go, but obviously the only guy that matters is the man on third base. Pitch of the game coming here. 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded, winning run on third.
Ball 4, and Mountain Vista has walked their way to a victory.
They have literally walked it off.
Walked their way into a victory. That is incredible. As Preston Davslav comes in to score, Alex King with a walk-off walk to get the 9th walk in this inning. Mountain Vista somehow escapes this one with a 7-6 victory. I can't imagine what Chatfield is thinking right now. That is incredible what just happened there. That is a walk-off victory. Riley Sudath pitched an awesome game with 0 earned runs. There were 0 runs until that 7th inning, in which there were 9 walks thrown. 6 by Isaac Lowe, and 3 by Reese Hodges. And I think Mountain Vista's approach here, entering that bottom of the 7th inning, was that they're just gonna take every plate appearance and have some meaning to it, right? Because they didn't try to win the game with one swing. They didn't want to do that. They wanted to walk their way to victory, and they did just that. 9 walks in that inning, 5 out of the 6 runs in that inning for a score. Just absolutely incredible.
Yeah. And like I said, going into that inning, it's got to be the same approach for every guy going up. Keep the line moving, and, well, to say the least, they did just that. Every guy on that team came together, and yes, they had, one hit in that inning? One hit.
One hit.
But does the job. One hit. In this case, you'll take it, right? That's a big win over a really good Chatfield team. It was a lot of fun to watch them find their way back into that game, and as you can see, and if you can see in right field, it's heartbreak for Chatfield. But on the other side, Golden Eagles are happy. Golden Eagles are really happy, and they've got their things to work on, but that is how you go into a 5-game stretch right there. That is beautiful for them.
So that will wrap up this game. Mountain Vista with a walk-off. Well, the correct way to say it, I believe, is they won this. They walked their way to a victory. Or you can't really say walked it off because that's when you hit to walk it off, right? Final score in this one, Mountain Vista 7, Chatfield 6. I'm Sam Dershow. Along beside me is Miles Clark, and we wish y'all a good evening and to watch further of our Vista Now games that will be aired shortly.